Hey y'all, it's Stacey with SouthernBite.com. Welcome back to the kitchen. Are you searching for a quick and easy side dish that you can throw together in like 10 minutes with like 4 ingredients? I got you covered. This is my recipe for my easy cream cheese noodles. Now to start here, I've cooked about 8 ounces of spaghetti according to the package instructions in some salted water. Before I drain this though, I'm gonna reserve about a half a cup of that pasta water because that's gonna be the base for our sauce. There's tons of starch in here, which works great as a thickener, so it's great to reserve some of that pasta water anytime you're making pasta. Add some glossiness to your sauce and serves as a great starchy base. I'm gonna drain this. Now, I've always made this with spaghetti, but you know, I would imagine that you could probably use other types of pasta. I'm gonna bring this pot back over low heat, and to that, I'm going to add my half a cup of reserved pasta water. And I've got about 4 ounces or half a package of full fat cream cheese. Now, I like to use the name brand cream cheese for this. I feel like it just melts better. You know, I'm a big fan of off-brand or generic stuff, but in this case, I do think that using the real name brand stuff actually does make a difference. Now, I've let that come to room temperature and I cut that into small cubes. It just makes this process a little bit faster. And as you can see here, all I'm doing is just melting that cream cheese right into that pasta water. I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I can actually go ahead and just turn that heat off. As you can see, that cream cheese melted pretty quickly. To this, I'm gonna add a little salt and a little pepper, or a lot of pepper. I really like a lot of fresh black pepper in this recipe. Anytime you've got a great creamy sauce, I think adding a lot of black pepper is a great way to add some flavor. And then we're gonna add our pasta back to it. And it's that simple. Put that right in. Gonna grab some tongs here, get this all tossed together. And it's as simple as that. Now you could actually even turn this into a main course by adding some grilled chicken, some steak, something like that. You can double this recipe. This is great for a few people as a great side, but if you wanted to turn this into an entree, you could double the recipe. Folks, see how delicious, creamy that is with just so few ingredients. Sometimes it's just about thinking outside of the box a little bit and turning everyday ingredients into something delicious. You can find this recipe and tips and tricks to make sure that this recipe is a success for you by heading over to the website at SouthernBite.com. If you head to the homepage, there's a Simply Southern TV section right there on the homepage so that you can find these recipes quickly and easily. Folks, y'all enjoy.
So many of Stacey's recipes are simple but delicious, and this one's a great example. As Stacey said, you can serve it as a side or use it as a foundation for all kinds of dishes.
And that's really when cooking becomes fun. You can have a great start and you just let your imagination shine.
Sardines?
Oh, I don't think we need that amount of imagination. No, no.
I'll take that as my cue to wrap up this week's episode of Simply Southern. We're so glad you could join us. We'll be back next week with some more good eating when we stop to see what's cooking at Bob Sykes Barbecue in Bessemer.
And if you're a weather geek, the name Bob Barron is probably familiar. If not, you'll get to meet one of the more important figures in the world of weather forecasting in Fred Hunter's Alabama. I'm Mary Wilson.
And I'm Kevin Worthington. We'll see you next week.